Bonjour, comment allez-vous? Hello, how are you? Welcome back to my YouTube channel Learn French with Anubhav. If you have already subscribed to my channel, press the bell icon to get the latest updates. In today's video, we are going to discuss the CBSE syllabus for French Class 9 for the batch 2022-23. So, yeah, as you know, that from this batch, I will be discussing about all these four classes, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. So, in today's video, I am discussing about 9th standard syllabus. In my next 10th, then 11th and then 12th for CBSE board for this batch 2022-23. Of course, the syllabus has been taken from the official website of CBSE. It's just that I am discussing about the syllabus here on my channel. Okay, so now term 1, term 2 system is gone. As of now, it's not there, right? If in future some change happens, then CBSE will notify it, but most probably term 1, term 2 system is gone for this batch. Okay, so we will be having the 80 mark paper as usual, which used to happen earlier, 80 plus 20, 80 marks the paper, actual test, and 20 marks are the internal marks, right, which are in the hands of the school. So, first we have to talk about the first section, which is reading section 10 marker, right. 10 marks, reading section, comprehension passage. Okay, you will be getting a prose, probably of 150 to 200 words, not more than that. Okay, it will be either a factual passage or a descriptive passage. Okay, factual passage which tell about facts, and descriptive passage which gives description of something, right. That would be having a pic or a diagrammatic data represented. For example, like there was the passage in class 10, the actual paper, where I discussed the answer key. In the passage there was a graph, right, that these many percent, this is the reason, like that. So such sort of diagrammatic data can also be there, or a pic can be there, right. So this is your reading section, 10 marks, fine. Now you may get fill in the blanks or subjective questions, or there are true and false as well, which used to happen earlier before the objective pattern. We used to have true and false, then fill in the blanks, and then the subjective questions, right. So in the same way you can get for reading. For second section of the test, we have writing section, which accounts for 20 marks. Okay, so last year it was term 1, term 2, that's why 10 marks, right. This time 20 marks. So there won't be a single question, rather there will be 3 questions to attempt. Okay, first one is going to be a long composition, a 10 marker, 80 words, letter writing, informal letter writing, that we have been doing. We have practiced also so many questions, right. So, letter writing. Talking about the next one, 2 short composition question. So, 10 marks for letter and 5 marks. There will be 2 questions. You need to attempt 2 questions. Okay. Now, what they could be? It could be first either a recipe in your 7th book. Why am I saying 7th? 9th book, Entretien class 9. There are these two. There's a chapter in which there's a recipe, right? Salad, nicoise, and mousse au chocolat. Yeah, so those two you can, like our teacher used to say this only, that memorize these 2 recipes for the exam. Okay, so I did the salad one when I was in 9th. I learned it. So recipe writing. Next could be the message. Message writing, there's a format video on my channel, you can have a look. Postcard also, there's a format video on my channel, you can have a look. Postcard is what? Your card postal. Okay, in class 9 it's a short composition question, very important short composition question, accounts for 5 marks. Card postal, postal card, there needs to be a box, then you need to draw a stamp, then you need to write the address here, then here you need to write the content, like that. So it's been discussed in the postal card video. तो अभी तक हमने क्या डिस्कस करा? 30 मार्क्स का पेपर हमने डिस्कस कर लिया है. 10 मार्क्स होगा आपका कॉम्प्रिहेंशन पैसेज, रीडिंग कॉम्प्रिहेंशन, जैसा कि आपको हर एग्जाम में आता है, सब्जेक्टिव एग्जाम में, राइट. एंड देन 20 मार्क्स आपका राइटिंग होगा, 10 मार्क्स आपका लेटर हो गया, एंड देन 5 मार्क्स के दो शॉर्ट कॉम्पोजिशन क्वेश्चंस, तो वो रेसिपी हो सकता है, मैसेज हो सकता है, पोस्ट कार्ड हो सकता है, एंड देन देयर इज वन मोर थिंग, description of a person with visual input and clue. Okay, so this is something new, rather I guess this thing is done in 6th or 7th as well, that you are given some picture or you are given some person and they need to describe it with the clues given, right? So yeah, all these short composition, the word limit is 30 to 35 words, not more than that. Now we have grammar, 30 marks. Wow. In grammar, okay, first we have demonstrative adjectives, les adjectives démonstratifs. Oh, I think I should write comprehension passage. In writing we have informal letter, we have recipe, we have message writing, and we also have, what can we call it, description of a person, describing a person. With visual input. Fine. For grammar, first thing which we have is demonstrative adjectives, les adjectives démonstratifs. After les adjectives démonstratifs, we are talking about verbs. Okay. So under verbs we have, which all tenses? We have present tense conjugation, we have futur proche, the near future, we have futur simple, simple future. We also have pronominal verbs. Fine, pronominal verbs can come with any of these tenses. Pronominal verbs are which verbs? The verb which have a reflexive pronoun in front of them, right? Then we have simple past, passé composé, easy. We also have imperative and then imperative. Right. So these are all for your verbs or tenses. Like now in grammar, all questions say les adjective demonstrative, it will be of 5 marks. For tenses, méthode combinable, 5 marks, like that. Every question is of 5 marks. Next we have trouver la question, forming question. Trouver la question. But few things are excluded in trouver la question. So we need to exclude interrogative adjectives and pronouns. Okay. Excluding interrogative adjectives and pronouns. Fine, no problem. Okay, after that we have negation, right, negative. Mateo negative, important question in exam, 5 marker. Affirmative statement is given, you need to turn into negative. Either it could be the basic negative where it's ne and pas, or it could be the negative expressions, right? Like ne personne, for quelqu'un, ne personne, for quelque chose, ne rien, like that. Then we have pronom personnel. In pronom personnel, it's clearly specified in the bracket COD and COI. Like if you see the CBSE syllabus in the website, it's clearly mentioned COD, COI. So most probably only COD and COI will be coming. Complément d'objet indirect and complément d'objet direct, right? La, la, les, and Louis learn. Most probably these will be coming. Still, if you want, you can prepare the whole pronom personnel. It's fine. But in the brackets in the syllabus, it's COD, COI clearly mentioned. And the last one we have pronom relative sample. As much as I remember, for 9th, there are only 3 pronom relative sample, que, qui, and ou. There's one more, 4th one, dont. Okay, so please correct me if dont is there in your 9th textbook or not, because I can't recall it. On Division Class 9, I did on my channel. It's been more than a year that I completed the textbook, right? So I don't really remember whether dom was there or not. Otherwise, k, ki and u are confirmed. So pronominative sample. Composer is not there. Fine. Pronominative sample. Now talking about the videos on these topics. All these topics are there on my channel. Legit, all the topics are there on my channel. Informal letter, I think recipe discussed in the Bonjour class 9. Then we also have message writing video, card postal video. Right. Oh, I didn't write postal card here. Card postal. Okay. And yeah, describing a person with visual input, this is something which we have not done, right? So I may take up this topic anytime soon. Oh, the duster is there. Let me just grab it. Right. So हमने ये 30 मार्क्स का ग्रामर डिस्कस कर लिया है. एडजेक्टिव डेमोंस्ट्रेटिव वर्ब्स, कौन-कौन से टेंसेस आ गए आपके, प्रोनोमिनल वर्ब्स हो गए, नेगेटिव होगा, प्रोनोपर्सनल में COD and COI, प्रोनोमिनेटिव सैंपल and tu la question. So these are the questions which you will be getting. This is not working or what? Okay, the display is slightly different. Card postal is also there, mind it. Like I wrote it a bit late, so card postal is also there. Now I need to erase at least half of the board to accommodate the remaining content. So, what else? We are left here. Discussion on culture and civilization. Right. Culture and civilization. We have section D of 20 marks. Right. So in culture and civilization, you are going to have 5 into 2, 10 marks, a subjective question, 5 into 2. So 5 questions you need to attempt, with each carrying 2 marks, subjective questions. Right. And for MCQ, like in objective, you can either have MCQ or true false, you can have match the following, or you can have fill in the blanks, right? I don't know why, like in the syllabus it's written MCQ and then in bracket true and false, match the following and fill in the blanks. I guess these 4 can be there and you need to attempt any 2, each carrying 5 marks, so that accounts for 10 marker subjective questions and then 5 marker objective type questions, right? From culture de civilisation. Now, before COVID time, before the pandemic times, we used to do the whole syllabus, right? There used to be whole syllabus in the exam. Things are getting normal, thankfully, but syllabus this time also is reduced. Okay, you are not getting the whole book. You are just getting from lesson number 1 to lesson number 8. That's all. Lesson 1, La Famille. Lesson 2, Au lycée. Lesson 3, Une journée de Pauline. Lesson 4, Les saisons. Lesson 5, Les voyages. Lesson 6, Les loisirs et les sports. Number 7, L'âge de poche. And number 8, Faire des achats. So these are the 8 lessons you are getting for Culture et Civilisation. You need to prepare only these 8 chapters from the textbook, Anubhav class 9. And again, all these chapters are there on my channel. I will put the link to Anubhav class 9 playlist. Okay, I have completed the whole textbook till below 4, which means I have completed all the 12 chapters and all the 4 belong of Anubhav class 9. So these 8 chapters can be easily done from there. I have discussed each and every line of the textbook. Okay, from these chapters. So now 80 marks over 5 marker objective questions. Objective questions. Anubhav class 9. One to 8. All the chapters are there from 1 to 8. E part 20 marks. Internal assessment which are there in the hands of the school as per CBSE guidelines for all subjects. Subject enrichment activity will be there, ASL for 5 marks, portfolio 5 marks, periodic tests 5 marks, multiple assessments 5 marks. And there's a closing note in the CBSE syllabus that refer to CBSE site again and again. Listening and speaking practice is supposed to be done regularly, and art integrated projects, role play, skate, dramatization to be encouraged. So this portion, the E portion, is going to account for 20 marks, the internal marks. Okay. Fine. We have discussed about the syllabus. That's all. More, all the topics are there. It's just that 1 or 2 topics we need to discuss a bit more on the channel. Rest everything has been discussed really well on the channel, so you can have a look. You can go to the search section of my channel, and then you can search whatever topic you want, and then you can get the video, and then you can watch it. Right. So yeah, c'est tout pour aujourd'hui. That's all for today. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my YouTube channel Learn French with Anubhav. And if you have any doubt or suggestion, you may write that in the comment section below. You may also like my Facebook page by the same name, Learn French with Anubhav. See you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Go to everyone. N'oubliez pas que la langue française est là.